guys, and welcome to Cooking with Fat Julie, where I share tips and tricks for the kitchen as well as quick and easy recipes. Today I'm going to show you how to make an edible apple swan. For this you're going to need an apple, a sharp knife, 2 butter knives or a pair of chopsticks, and some lemon juice if you want to give it a little spritz with lemon juice at the end so that it lasts longer and doesn't turn brown. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is choose an apple, and with our sharp knife we're going to cut it diagonally right through the center. So here you've got your 2 apple pieces. We're going to start with the one that's got the bottom stuff on there, and from here you're going to want to dig out at least 2 apple seeds. Now if you plan on making more than one swan, you might want to try to dig out as many apple seeds as you can get that are intact, because sometimes when you slice the apple you cut the seeds in half, and if there aren't very many seeds then you won't have the seeds that you need to make the eyes. From here you're going to put your apple with the bottom still on, face down on your cutting board. And you're going to take either 2 of the same size butter knives or even a pair of chopsticks to use as spacers. And you're going to stick them on either side of your apple. Now you're going to start to cut down like this, all the way down until your knife hits the spacer or butter knife. And then you're going to lay your knife along the butter knives or spacers and cut again this way until this little piece pops out. Then you're going to do the same on the other side at roughly the same spot. Cut all the way down and then all the way across. And you can wiggle it a bit until this little piece pops out. Now, we're going to work on the little pieces and set this big piece aside. Using your spacers, you're going to cut out the wings. And depending on the size of the apple that you have left, you can determine how many times you're going to cut this and how thick the pieces are going to be. At this point, since we're not constricted by this huge piece of apple, I can turn my apple over like this and cut down instead of towards my fingers like I did with the other one. Get all the way down to the first cut. You might need to wiggle it a bit and take out a little piece. And then with this little guy, I want to cut him again, but my spacer's a little bit too big, so I'm just going to go at him from over here where my knife is a little thinner, and then pop him out. And once I place these pieces back on the apple, but this time staggered a little bit, I will get a wing. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other side of the apple. And now you can see my wings on my big apple base. What we need to do now is cut out a little slot here for the head. So now I'm going to move my butter knives out of the way, turn my bird this way, and I'm going to cut out a piece of roughly the same thickness as I started with the wings. So now that I've got my space cut out here for the head, I'm going to put my bird off to the side. And I'm going to take my other piece of apple I'm going to use my spacers again. And I'm going to start cutting out pieces slices about the same thickness as the spacers. So with my small apple, I've managed to get 3 pieces. And what I'm going to do is take the one that most closely resembles a heart, and I'm going to turn that into the head. I'm going to start by making one cut here, another cut this way, and then another cut over here. And any sharp edges here I can just round out with my knife. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the seeds that I had saved from before, and I'm going to press them into the apple. I can use my butter knife to help if I need. And my second seed. And now I have my swan head. So I'm going to take my bird and I'm going to drop the head into the little slot that I made. I'll fix up the wings a little bit. And now I have my swan. So it's at this point that you can take a little bit of lemon juice in a spray bottle and spray your apple down to stop it from browning if it's going to be a while before you're presenting your bird. And of course you have some extra apples, so you can cut that up and serve it with the meal, or you can just eat that while you wait. This is really great as a centerpiece on a table, as the fruit course at a meal, or also for kids. You can serve this with a little bit of dipping sauce, maybe some peanut butter, and the kids will go crazy for it. So have fun, enjoy your apple swan, bon appetit!